Hello student, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the new topic of second chapter. The topic is capacitance of conductor or electrical capacitance of conductor. So in this topic we will discuss about first is electrical capacitance of conductor, after that capacitance of spherical conductor and the combination of charged drops. This is one of the extra topic for you which is useful for competitive examinations. So here I will discuss about the capacitance of conductor, or you can say that the electrical capacitance of conductor. See student, when we discuss here about the term capacitance, you know that what is the meaning of capacitance from the word. If we think about the definition of this word, the word comes from the capacitance is to store something. To store something means कैपेसिटेंस क्या है? किसी भी जो कंडक्टर है, हम कंडक्टर की बात कर रहे हैं, कंडक्टर का कैपेसिटेंस मतलब कि वो कंडक्टर कुछ स्टोर करे। अब यहाँ पे क्या है कि कैपेसिटर की एबिलिटी है कि स्टोर करना है किसी चीज को। अब यहाँ पे वो चीज क्या होगी? हियर द थिंग इज चार्ज। सो वी कैन से दैट द कैपेसिटेंस ऑफ अ कंडक्टर इज द एबिलिटी of that conductor to store the charge and hence energy also. So the definition of capacitance of conductor is it is the ability of the conductor to store the charge and hence the energy. Means that here we discuss about the property or the ability of the conductor which is related to the storing of charge and the energy which is related to the charge. We will discuss what will be the energy. So first of all, when I explain this topic in front of you, then suppose I consider a conductor. This is a conductor. So you know that conductor has some charge initially. When I will give an extra charge by applying some source. Here when we think about the charging of a conductor, that time if suppose you provide some charge to any conductor, then let us consider that the charging conductor means that let us consider the conductor has some initial charge. You know that the conductors are those which have free electrons, means that it also have some charge, so by which it can conduct electricity and all. So here if suppose I provide plus q charge to the given conductor, then we will see that the electric potential of this conductor is increases as we are increasing the charge given to this conductor. मीन्स जैसे हम किसी कंडक्टर को कोई चार्ज प्रोवाइड करवा रहे हैं, चार्ज प्रोवाइड करवाने पे क्या होगा कि उस कंडक्टर का इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल भी इंक्रीज होगा विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस फार्मूला q by r. As we are increasing the value of charge, that time the electric potential of that conductor will also increase. Here I suppose the conductor is in form of sphere. So for that case we can see that on increasing the value of charge, the electric potential of the conductor is also increases. So I will write this relation like this: electric potential depend on the value of charge, as well as the value of charge increases, the value of electric potential of this conductor is also increases. So mathematically we can write q is directly proportional to v, and here after removing this proportionality symbol I will use a proportionality constant c. Then the formula will be q is equals to c into v. Here c is proportionality constant known as capacitance of the conductor. Dear student, so this one is the capacitance of the conductor. So when we think about this much more, so we can write C is equals to Q over V. This is the formula of capacitance of a conductor, or you can say that the electrical capacitance of the conductor. Now see here, when we think about this relation, we can say that electrical capacitance of a conductor is the ratio of the charge given to the conductor and the electric potential of the conductor also. So when we think about their SI unit of Q, SI unit of C, unit of capacitance, you know that the SI unit of charge is Coulomb and the SI unit of electric potential is volt. So you can say that the SI unit of capacitance of the conductor is Coulomb per volt or Farad. So the SI unit of capacitance of a conductor, or you can say that the SI unit of capacitance C is Farad or Coulomb per volt. So here if we think about some important point about the capacitance, if we think here about some important point of the capacitance of a conductor, then we can say that the capacitance of conductor does not depends on the value of charge Q, and or you can say that charge Q comma electric potential V and the material of the conductor. It does not depend these three values, charge Q, electric potential V of this conductor and the material of this conductor by which it made. So here it is depends on first shape and size of the conductor, and second one is the material in between the conductor, or you can say that the dielectric medium which is filled inside the conductor, and the nature of the medium. So this one is the topic of capacitance of conductor. What is the meaning of capacitance of conductor and how we get the relation C is equals to Q upon V with the help of this definition. And after that, the dependency of C in which factors, on which factor the C value of C depends and on which factor the value of C does not depends. So after that, when we talk about their dimensional formula, when we think about their dimensional formula with the help of this relation C is equals to Q upon V, you know that the dimension formula for Q is AT, and when we think about the dimension formula of electric potential difference, you can calculate the dimension of V by this formula. V is equals to W upon Q. You know that the dimension formula of W ml square T minus 2, and this one is AT. So with the help of these two relations, with the help of these two, we can get the formula ml square T minus 3 A minus 1 is a dimension formula of V. After substituting the dimension formula of Q and V in this relation, you will get the final dimension formula of C, which will be, here I will write dimension of C is equals to dimension of Q, which is 80, and dimension of V, which is ml square T minus 2, ml square T minus 3, and A minus 1, by which you can get m raised to the power minus 1, L raised to the power minus 2, T raised to the power 4, A raised to the power 1 and 1, 2. So this one is the dimension formula of capacitance of a conductor. So in physics, when you will drive any kind of derivation, then it is necessary for you that you can try to calculate the dimensional formula, because the dimension formula is important part for your examination. Now here student, in this second topic, we will discuss here about the electrical capacitance of spherical conductor, or you can say that the capacity of an isolated spherical conductor. So when we think about this derivation, so let us assume that a spherical conductor, it may be hollow or solid sphere. So when we provide some charge from the external source to this conductor, so this charge is uniformly distributed on their entire surface, whether the surface is hollow sphere, whether the surface is for hollow sphere or solid sphere. That the spherical conductor behave like that, the entire charge is concentrated at their center. So let us assume that plus q be the charge which is supposed to be concentrated at their center, and if the radius of this spherical conductor is small r, that time we can easily see that the electric potential on their surface at every point will remain same. So for that we can say the electric potential at any point P on their surface where the whole entire charge is uniformly distributed is 1 over 4 pi q by r. And you know that from the previous derivation, as we increase the value of charge, the electric potential of the conductor increases. So when we think about here the capacitance of spherical conductor, then you can use the previous formula, which is C is equals to Q over B. With the help of this formula, you can easily calculate the value of C of this isolated spherical conductor. So you can use Q here and you have the value of electric potential there. So it is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. After cancellation these, you will get the value 4 pi epsilon naught of R. Here epsilon naught is the electric permittivity in vacuum. It means that vacuum or free space. So if suppose here some medium for this spherical conductor, suppose this spherical conductor is solid, and here inside this any medium of dielectric constant K, then that time you will use here the value of C, which is 4 pi epsilon naught of R, and after that you can substitute the value of epsilon naught, which is equals to this. This is only for that case when the medium inside this is a medium having dielectric constant K, and you know that the relation of this K is equals to epsilon upon epsilon naught. So this one is the formula for the capacity of an isolated spherical conductor or the capacitance of conductor. See, from this formula what you will get? From this formula you will get C is directly proportional to R. Means that as you will increase the value of R of this spherical conductor, your capacitance of the conductor increases. I have written one statement in previous derivation. Capacitance of conductor depends on size of the conductor. If you increase the radius, the size of the conductor increases. When the size of the conductor increases, it means that the capacitance of this conductor is also increases. Clear, student? So this one is the derivation by which you can see that how you will calculate the capacitance of spherical conductor, and after that I will discuss here about combination of charge drops, which will be one of the extra topic for your competitive examination. In this topic we will discuss about the combination of charge drops. Means that here we will consider spherical drops which are charged. Means that here we will consider spherical drops of radius. Let us consider, suppose the radius of spherical charge drops are r, and the capacitance of this drop is C, and the electric potential for this drop is V, and the energy for this drop is U, because it behaves like a spherical conductor, that's why. So here after this you will see that the charge for this conductor is Q. So after when we think about the combination of charge drops, it means that when we want to make a big drop after adding n small type of charge drops, then we want to calculate here with the help of formula. We want to calculate here when this transform into big charge drop of radius capital R, then we will calculate here the value of capital R for this big, you can say that for this big charge drop, and the electric potential for this, which is supposed to be V dash, and the charge for this, which is supposed to be Q dash, and next one is the capacitance, which is supposed to be C dash, and the energy of this is U dash. Here I assume these terms only for the calculation. And if suppose their surface charge density is sigma, then one more of the physical quantity, here also sigma dash. So we will calculate here these all values, 5 values, with the help of this small charge, with the help of this small charge drop and their combination. Clear, students? So see, first case, when we think about the total charge after combination, here in this derivation what we are doing, after combination n small type of charges, we prepare a charge drop, a big charge drop of radius capital R. Clear? So see, total charge on big drop, big charge drop. One thing, student, here charge drop you can consider like a sphere, charged sphere. Okay, so total charge, you know that after combination of n small drops, you prepare a big charge drop. So their total charge is equals to Q is equals to n into Q. So here if you can see that this Q is denoted by like this, and you have drawn here the charge by Q dash, so you can write this formula like this. And after that, second point is that when you will see about the capacitance of big drop, big charge drop. When you think about the capacitance of big charge drop, it will be with the help of previous formula, spherical conductor, 4 pi epsilon naught of R. And you know that how you will calculate the value of R. For that you will use one formula by which you can see that the volume of n small drops, when n small drops combine together and form a big drop, by the class 9th mathematics formula, you know that the volume of these n drops is equal to the volume of the big drop, which is equals to like that 4/3 pi r cube, and after cancellation these you will get the formula n r cube, and r is equals to n 1/3 of r. So from this relation you can easily see that the capacitance of big drop is 4 pi epsilon naught. In place of r you will substitute here n 1/3 of r. So you will get here 4 pi epsilon naught of r into n raised to the power 1/3, which is c dash. And you know that this one is the capacitance of this small charge drop. So you can use here C dash is equals to n1 by 3, and the capacitance of this small drop is denoted by small c or C. So this is the capacitance of big charge drop in term of small charge drop. So after this you will get the new one formula, electric potential. So see, you know that the electric potential of big drop, which is noted by V dash, is equal to the charge stored by this over the capacitance of this. So you will get here V dash is equal to, you know that the total charge is n into q, and the capacitance of this conductor is, you can see here, which is n by 3 of C, n whole 1 by 3 of C, and you know that this q upon C is the electric potential of small drop. Clear, student? So this one is the electric potential of small drop. So you can write here V dash is equals to, by simplification of these, 1 minus 1 by 3, you will get here 2 by 3. So here the n raised to the power 2 by 3, and q upon C is equals to your V. So this is your relation for electric potential of this big drop. Think about the energy stored in the large charge sphere. Energy is U dash, which is equals to half CV square. Here C is the capacitance of big drop, so it will be C dash, and V is the electric potential there, so it will be V dash. And you know that the value of C dash, which is equals to n raised to the power 1 by 3 of C, so you will write here n raised to the power 1 by 3 of C, and after that you will see the value of V dash, which is equals to n raised to the power 2 by 3 of V. So you can simplify these. Solving this, you will get here n raised to the power 1 by 3 and 2 to the 4 by 3. So it will get us 5 by 3. So here you will see n raised to the power 5 by 3 of C into V. Clear, student? So this CV square, C into V square, because of this. So here we will get a formula n raised to the power 5 by 3 half CV square. This half CV square, what? This is the energy of the small spherical charged drop. So here you will use U dash, which is equals to n raised to the power 5 by 3, and this one is the energy for small charge drop and denoted by U. So you will get here a relation, energy stored in the large drop is equals to n raised to the power 5 by 3 times of this energy which is stored in the small charge drop. So the conclusion is that the energy stored in this large drop is greater than the energy stored in small charge drop. Clear, student? Surface charge density. You know that surface charge density is denoted by sigma dash, which is equals to Q dash over A. Here A is the area of this large spherical charge drop. So Q dash, you know that the value of Q dash is what, beta? The value of Q dash is n into Q. Q is a small, and this one, and here the area is 4 pi r square. So you know that the value of r in terms of small r, which is equals to this. So finally you will get here nq over 4 pi. In place of r you will substitute here n raised to the power 1 by 3 of r square, and you will get nq 4 pi r square into n raised to the power 2 by 3. So at final you will get the relation for the surface charge density of big charge ring is nq over n raised to the power 1. See here, you can calculate this directly here. N raised to the power 1 minus 2 by 3 is equals to 1 by 3, and this one is 4 pi r square. You know that this is the surface charge density of small sphere of radius small r. So finally you can write it is equals to n raised to the power 1 by 3 of sigma. So these 5 are the relations in case of combination of charged drops. See here student, in first question we want to find the capacitance of earth. As you know that here when we talk about the capacitance of earth, so that time we can consider the earth like a sphere of radius re. So for that I will use the formula of capacitance of spherical conductor, which is 4 pi epsilon naught of r. In place of r I will substitute the value of radius of earth, and you know that student, the value of 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 raised to the power 9. So for that we will substitute the value of 4 pi epsilon naught, which is equals to 1 over 9 into 10 raised to the power 9. So I will write here 1 over 9 into 10 raised to the power 9 into the radius of earth. You know that the radius of earth is 6400 kilometer. It is equal to 6.4 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter in SI unit. So I will write here SI unit directly. So when we will solve this calculation, we get a final result which is near about the value of 711 microfarad. So this is the capacitance of earth. Second question, we will calculate the charge on the plate of a conductor or capacitor. For that we have given the potential difference V is equals to 300 volt. Clear student? Is applied the terminal of conductor or capacitor of capacitance of 10 microfarad, and you know that 1 microfarad is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 6. So I will write here this, and we want to calculate here charge Q. So what we will do, we will use here the formula which is C is equals to Q over V. Please remember this formula student. For any type of confusion you should remember one formula, and after this you can easily interchange the values to get any one out of these three. So from this relation I will use here Q is equals to C into V. By substituting the value of C and V, we can easily get the value of charge which we want to calculate. So Q is equals to C 10 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 farad into this 300 volt, and by calculation of this you will get the final answer 3 into 10 raised to 3 coulomb. Sorry, because here we are calculating charge, so unit will be coulomb. So 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 coulomb. So this one is the answer of your second question.